Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington State Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
On the run, it's Willis. Got enough for the first. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Power football with the run. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass, it's Collins. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. From the gun, give on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Syracuse. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Washington State Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to...
Taking the shot on the first play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. quickly out to the tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? This offense has it with really good field position. Scanning the field, it's Collins. Right down the middle. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Washington State lines up quickly. Touch pass on the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right...
He lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw again. Got it set up on the outside. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Bruce.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On first and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now it's third and goal. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Washington State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a grab for a big play. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Here's the pressure. Gonna take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Cook. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Big play to start the drive. A little tougher sense. Now a crucial third down on this drive. From the gun. Wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
To the air on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Oh, better look out. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. The Cougars come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Washington State going quickly.
A lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game? But the gamble paid off.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pulled and fired complete. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the tight end. Looking for room. It's Willis. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Fires one high and deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The play action fake. Quarterback adapting. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Washington State going back to work on first down. From the gun, the ground game. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Trucks through the defender. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Well, this running thing doesn't seem to be working. It looks like they're going to have to throw it. But as we know, David, these windows down here, man, they are tight.
Super tight. I think you still got the QB that you can move. You can change the launch point. Try to do something to get guys moving one.
Touchdown, Cougar! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Collins. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Runs runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The handoff to Johnson. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught close to the marker, it's Ellison. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off it.
Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. On his way back from the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give their...
Looking for the end zone. He hauled that one in down the right side, but couldn't stay in bounds. Almost had himself 6. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they go back on top. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
The ball pops out. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Able to run it out to the 28 on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Washington State lines up quickly. Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Offense set on 1st down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw it. Quickly complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speeds.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Collins. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the running back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a man. It's Collins. They'll run the screen. Makes his man miss. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but Exactly. Get it to him. Let him break tackles. Let him make plays. Easy decision.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give to the tailback. Finds a crease at the 20. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third and goal for the offense. They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the try is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Handoff from the gun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Washington State going quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to the well. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Under fire. The throw. It's complete on the right side. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. To throw, it's Collins. Pucks it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
On third down, he drops to throw. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He slides that just inside the right upright. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20 to 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Got the back over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Deep into the fourth quarter of this game, down by... He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's James. Breaks the tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll give it to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Lost to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. He hurls one deep down the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.